Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, today's our topic is lanthanides. We will write lanthanides in this way also means lanthanoids, NYDS. Even some authors may write this as lanthanides, NIDS. Even we may call them as lanthanones. These are the elements which follow this element. Lanthanum in the periodic table. We know this element is having atomic number 57. So that these elements from this one, cerium to lutetium, these are the 14 elements in our periodic table having atomic number from 58 to 71. These elements we call as lanthanides because they follow lanthanum in the periodic table. After that, we call these elements also as inner transition elements. Inner transition elements. Transition elements. Why so? As we know, G block element is having this one general configuration n-1 d 1 to 10, this one and s 0 to 2, this one being the general electronic configuration of d block elements. These we call as transition elements because we know their properties are transitional, means in between s block elements and p block elements. These f block elements means lanthanides we call as inner transition because in them, this one not, but this one, n-2, this shall get progressively filled. Due to this reason, we call them as inner transition elements. After that, these elements, we also call them as rare earths. Rare earths. This is due to the reason we know these are present in Earth in the form of oxides. So oxides comes from Earth. After that, rare. Their abundance, their occurrence in Earth's crust in the form of oxides, that is very less, means that is scarcity. That is why we call these elements even as rare earths, but we know we have some elements their abundance is even smaller than that is of these lanthanides. So this one is not proper, these rare earths. Simply we call these elements as inner transition elements in the sense because in them this one n-2 f subshell gets progressively filled. Within lanthanides 4 f subshell gets progressively filled. In actinides we know in them 5 f subshell gets progressively filled. So these elements in them the inner shell gets progressively filled. After that subshell is f subshell, so they belong to f block elements of the periodic table. In this way, these elements again cerium to lutetium, these elements they are lanthanides because they follow lanthanum in periodic table. After that, we can call even them as inner transition elements because in them this n-2 f subshell. We call this also as last but 2. This one as last but 1. This one we call as pent ultimate shell even. That again means last but 2. This one we call as pen ultimate shell means last but 1. This one anti-pen ultimate shell, this means last but 2. That shell is progressively filled within these elements. Now these are the 14 elements. I will write them here. First of all, if we will take this as lanthanum. It is a D block element. We know its electronic configuration is this one. Its configuration is 5d1 6s2. After that, here we know, here we will write this xenon. because its atomic number is 54 plus 1 plus 2, that will give us 57. After that, these elements, so this one being d block element, these elements these elements, I will simply say their names first of all: cerium, praseodymium, neodymium, promethium, samarium, europium, gadolinium, terbium, dysprosium, holmium, erbium, thurium, ytterbium, lutetium. These are the 14 elements which we call as lanthanides. Now first of all, I will take their electronic configuration. These elements have electronic configuration that we can write in two ways, because there are two ways in writing their electronic configuration. Why two ways? Because there occurs complexity in their electronic spectra. So we have some sort of doubt in their electronic configuration. Now first view. As per first view, I will write here this one. I will simply start from this element. Its atomic number is 58. This one as 59 and this one as 60. So I will write from this. Its electronic configuration is this one. As per one view, that means first view, which I will consider here as one of the two views, this one, and here as per second view. Its electronic configuration is this one. We will keep this d electron just like this in all elements. Simply I will write here this one 4f1, after that this one 5d1, 6s2. So the total number of electrons 54 plus 4, that is equal to 58. Now after that I will write its electronic configuration, this one 4f2, this one 5d1, 6s2. In a similar manner, this one xenon 4f3, 5d1, 6s2. So proceeding in this fashion, I will write here only this portion. This means 4f4 for this element, 4f5 for this element, 4f6 for this element, 4f7 for this element, 4f8 for this element, 4f9 for this element, 4f10 for this element, 4f11 for this element, 4f12 for this element, 4f13, and for this element 4f14. Now I will write here complete. First of all, this xenon, its atomic number is 54. These electrons, 14 electrons. Then after that I will write this 5d1, 6s2. So their total is equal to its atomic number, that is equal to 71. So this is one view by means of which we can write their electronic configuration. In second way, we will write in this way. Here xenon, this one. After that I will write here 4f2. 4f2, here 6s2. Then I will not write this E configuration. I will write it only for this element, gadolinium. This element I will write for gadolinium, this configuration D only, and even in the last element D1 configuration is observed. So moving in this way, this one is having this electronic configuration 4f3, 4f3, 6s2. Then this one is having 4f4. 4f4. So this one is having this 4f5. This one 4f6. 4f6. And this one 4f7. 4f7. Now I have to write here as 4f8. We will not write that 4f8 here. We will write again here 4f7. The additional electron will be present within this 5d1. Then I will write 6s2. So total electronic configuration of this is equal to this one. After that I will move just like this. For this element again 4f8, then 4f9, then 4f10, then 4f11, then 4f12, 4f14, and this one. This one is now 4f14, 5d1, 6s2. So both ways are correct. It depends upon if you will remember this one, it is also correct, and this one, it is also correct. It is your choice how to remember the electronic configuration of these elements. These elements, within them we know, within them this one is fixed, this one is fixed. So electrons are progressively filled up within F subshell. That is the reason we call these elements as F block elements. After that we will discuss their general electronic configuration. Their general electronic configuration is now n-2 F 1 to 14, means this one is progressively filled. After that, according to this configuration, there is one electron in their d subshell, means I can write here 1. As per this electronic configuration, there is not in these elements or in these elements not any kind of d electron, but within this and within this d electron is present. So I will write here 0 to 1. After that, this one is complete 6s2. This is the general electronic configuration of lanthanides as well as actinides. We know in case of lanthanides, in case of these elements, electronic configuration is this 4f1 to 14. Now after that, this one 5d 0 to 1. After that, this one 6s2. In case of actinides, the electronic configuration is this one. Actinides, here I will write 5f 1 to 14. After that, this one 6d 0 to 1 and 7s2. So this general configuration is for both lanthanides as well as actinides. Here we have first of all this topic, means lanthanides. So we will discuss this configuration, means this 4f subshell. After that, these electrons in chemical combination. I will write here one thing, that is their general oxidation state, that is +3. So according to this configuration, according to this one, if there is one electron, then these two electrons and this one electron is lost by these elements. So due to that reason, they show +3 oxidation state as the most common oxidation state. After that, these electrons are somewhat, they are closer to nucleus. Their release requires a lot of energy. So mostly these electrons are released by these elements. These elements are metals, typical metals. They are white, silvery, soft metals in nature. First of all, we will discuss on this atomic radius, its variation among the elements which we call as lanthanides. So we will discuss this atomic radius. These are the elements again. I will write here from cerium atomic number 58 to lutetium having atomic number 71. When we move from left to right in this fashion, atomic size, atomic radius decreases. Why decreases? We know nuclear charge increases progressively on moving from this to this. Increase in nuclear charge pulls the outer electrons towards the nucleus. Due to that, radius decreases. But this decrease in radius is very small in comparison to other elements of the periodic table. This radius is its size, if we will take, that is equal to 183 picometer. After that, its size is equal to 172 picometer, means radius. So there occurs only 11 picometer decrease in size among 14 elements of this series, means 4F lanthanide series. This small decrease in size we call as lanthanide contraction. After that, we generally take these positive ions. Lanthanum 3 positive ions, means 3 positive ions of these elements. Their size is this one. Moving from this to this, cerium to lutetium, their size is from 103 picometer to 86 picometer. That means there occurs a decrease in size of in 3 positive ions of these elements. This one and this one. There occurs a decrease in size of 17 picometers. This decrease in size, this one, among these 3 positive ions, that is regular. That is regular. That means I mean to say here that decreases from cerium to lutetium in a regular fashion. For example, I will write here this as radius of an element in picometer. After that, along this axis, along x-axis, I will write here atomic number. Atomic number. So writing from this, for example, 58 to here this element 71. The size decreases in this way, means there is regularity in decrease in size. I will write here there occurs this decrease, regular decrease in size, and that regular decrease in size we call it lanthanide contraction. I may write here if this one as cerium 3 positive, so its radius is 103 picometer. After that, if this one I have written as lutetium, so its size is 86 picometer. This decrease in size, regular decrease in size on moving from cerium to lutetium, we call as lanthanide contraction. I may again mention here this point, from cerium to lutetium, there occurs decrease in size, very small decrease in size, and that decrease in size we call lanthanide contraction. That is due to the reason because on moving from this to this, nuclear charge increases. That increase in nuclear charge decreases the size. Why this small decrease in size? Again, one point is there that within these elements, the electron enters into F subshell. We know the screening of F subshell means if electron enters into any subshell, whether that is S, that is P, that is D, or that is F, that additional electron tends to expand the size of an element. But within this, we know these F electrons, they have poor screening. We know this order already, screening effect, F lower than D, lower than this P, and lower than S. Additional electron gets accommodated into the F subshell that not screens the valence electrons from the nuclear pole. Screens, but to a lower extent. Due to that reason, we can say this increased nuclear charge dominates over this addition of progressive filling of electrons within the same subshell. So this one predominates. Due to that reason, we can say size decreases from this to this. And now, what are the consequences of lanthanide contraction? Consequences of lanthanide contraction. First point I will discuss here. First point, we we know these elements, for example, cerium to lutetium, they are approximately, there is smaller decrease in size, so their size is almost invariant. Due to that, they possess similar chemical properties. Means their separation, due to this small difference in size, their chemical separation from an ore, that becomes a difficult process. But there are some differences due to even this little difference in size. These properties such as solubility, I may take their hydration energies, I may take their nature of complex formation that differs due to this small decrease in size. Taking into account the difference in these properties, we are able to separate the elements of lanthanides from an ore by an ion exchange method. Means we can obtain the pure forms of pure elements from an ore by taking into account these small differences. We can obtain them in pure state. Means due to this little difference, we are now in a position to even having them similar chemical properties. Due to lanthanide contraction, they possess, due to little difference in size, even their properties, they are to little extent, they are somewhat different. Due to that difference, we are in a position to separate them. So due to lanthanide contraction, we can separate them. Second point, their size. For example, I may write here few elements. We know these elements, d block elements, scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium. Suppose these elements I will write here. These are the elements within 3D series. These are the elements within 4D series. These are the elements here. Lanthanum here. After that, hafnium, tantalum, tungsten, etc. I have written these elements here. Now within these elements, we know as we move from this to this, means on moving from top to bottom in any group of the periodic table, we know size increases. Size increases. That is due to the reason that on moving in this way, the number of shells increase. Their size increases, so overall the size of elements on moving in this fashion, that increases. Now when we move to this point, size increases. That is automatic because its shell number is more than this. In this, electrons enter into 4D subshell. Within this, the electrons enter into 3D subshell. So it is having one more shell than this, so its size is more than this. Now what, according to this point, its size should be greater than this, but its size is almost similar to this. Why? We know here are the elements from this to this. Here are the elements, they we call as lanthanides. Their size decreases. So this way size increases, I may say. This way size increases, but after that there occurs decrease in size. These two effects simply cancel each other. We can say this element and this element, that is having similar size. I will quote here an example. For example, zirconium is having size of 160 picometer. This one, HF, is having size of equal to 159 picometer. Why this size is similar? Their size, they are comparable. Why this? This is due to lanthanide contraction. Again, I will say, on moving from this to this, we may observe that size increases. But there are elements from this to this, they are lanthanides. In them there occurs decrease in size. So on moving from this element to this element, due to the presence of these elements in between, the size almost remains same. In a similar way, its size is equal to this. Its size is almost similar to this. So these elements, they are having comparable sizes. Why they are having comparable sizes? That is due to this lengthenide contraction. Now I will move towards this point. Third one, we know their bases. I have already mentioned this point, their most common oxidation state, that is +3. They react with water. For example, I can take this reaction, lanthanide plus water, that gives us lanthanide hydroxide. This one, OH3 and then H2. This one is the reaction. So these are the hydroxides. These are basic in nature. We know hydroxides, they are basic, just like aluminum hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, these are also basic. Now their basic character from this to this. For example, this one, CeOH3 to this one, lutetium OH3, this hydroxide. As per lanthanide contraction, its size is more in comparison to this. In this way, size decreases. Means size decreases in this way. So as per Fajan's rules, this positive ion is having smaller size in comparison to this. This compound is having more covalent character in comparison to this. Any element which is having more covalent character, that not forms ions, simply that is reluctant in the formation of ions. So this one will give readily hydroxide ion, and this one will not give readily hydroxide ions. That means this one is more basic, and this one is less basic. So their basic character that decreases when we move from cerium to lutetium. Why that decreases? That is due to lanthanide contraction.